Derek, I invited you to lunch today for a specific reason. And, don't get the wrong idea, you are, so, not my type.
Whatever, ditto. Why are we having lunch, boss?
To get away from the office, so, that we can discuss your performance. I have some serious concerns.
Suddenly, I have lost my appetite. What concerns?
I have too many to list. Where to start? Well, for someone with your level of education, I sense that you are, like, not strategic in your thinking. Just where did you get your diplomas and degrees? From the bottom of a cereal box.
Just who do you think I am? Your next victim. You chronic workplace psychopath. Until I started working for you, my supervisors rated me highly. You are making this up. So, here's the deal. Next time you call a meeting like this, you better have a legitimate reason. Otherwise, I will set my phone to record. I will write a transcript of our conversations, and have these signed and time dated by witnesses.
I won't give you permission to record my voice.
That's fine. Under the legislation, I am allowed to record mine. But, remember, this phone can pick up the sound of a cat's fart at 50 meters. Remember that, if you interrupt me when I speak, I cannot switch off the recording in time. I will paraphrase what you say for my transcript. For some time now, you have been pushing me without justification. It stops today. Otherwise, I will lodge a formal complaint, citing you as a workplace bully. I am, so, out of here. Enjoy your lunch.
Ron students. Behind me sits someone who could find herself the subject of a complaint and subsequent investigation by me as her employee relations officer. Walk with me as I tell you what is involved. In the workplace, employees are covered by a policy framework relating to codes of conduct, such as outlawing bullying, as well as anti-discrimination legislation. Employers should avoid vicarious liability by having a complaints mechanism for discrimination, harassment based on a characteristic difference, sexual harassment, and bullying. Now, what happens when we get a complaint from an employee?
Let me answer that.
It's that pesky Alan from the CIT. What is he doing here at my workplace?
I was here for a job interview. Anyway, all complaints require natural justice and due process.
Of course, they should be given time to know what they are accused of, and an opportunity to defend themselves. They should get a fair hearing and be judged fairly. Now, students, in order to conduct an objective workplace investigation, it is important to understand the issues, get all of the facts, and arrive at a conclusion. Workplace investigations could include misconduct, such as bullying, or even fraud, by a fraud control officer. Of course, there is misuse of IT, and health and safety breaches.
Then there is the burden of proof.
Ron Ostrowski's students. You know that in a court of law, the prosecution must discharge their case to a point that is beyond a reasonable doubt.
Now, in the workplace, the burden of proof is the balance of probabilities. That is, a reasonable interpretation of the facts presented that something probably happened.
Depending on the seriousness of the matter, a formal investigation will require a report. This report serves to justify any disciplinary action, such as dismissal, to be challenged in an external jurisdiction. Of course, employee relations are best placed to advise on the nature of the disciplinary action to be taken. This could involve remedial training, demotion or dismissal.
Some matters could be referred to the police as well. Don't forget, a police investigation and prosecution could take years to prove a beyond reasonable doubt verdict.
As a final point, all matters should be treated by all involved in them as strictly confidential. Breaches of confidentiality are subject to disciplinary action. I hope your interview was a success. I must get on with doing my employee relations job.
Hello, Alan speaking. Yes. Yes. That's great news. When do I start?
You start on Monday. See you here at 8 a.m. I expect you to be punctual. Well, that's that. As the recruitment officer, did you find this Alan to be timid?
Why do you ask that?
Oh, just thinking out loud. I don't like those in-your-face types, if you know what I mean.